What characters should return in Street Fighter 6? That's the question my totally not biased brain will be attempting to answer today. This video will have 3 categories. Category 1 is characters that should join because the game would either feel incomplete or just weird without. The second section is characters I personally think would be cool to see, aka the biased part. And the controversial third section of characters that shouldn't come back, and why, or characters that should come back but under a huge change to their character. If you don't agree with the picks in this list, then that's fine, since this is basically just my opinion or relative input. But if you have any characters on any section that I didn't talk about, feel free to let me know in the comments. Just one thing before this video starts is that I am a little sick with a cough. So if I sound weird, that's why. If you didn't notice, that's cool too. And I don't really feel like I have anything else to say here, so let's begin with the first category, characters that should absolutely join. Now, I'm kinda just gonna speed through these, since I don't really want a super long video, but I'll at least give some detail on why I have them in the needs to be in the game category. I have 8 characters in this category, so let's start off with our boy Sagat. Sagat should be in the game, and I feel like he's a character we're definitely gonna get at some point. He's a staple of the series and the original antagonist, so it'd be kinda weird if he isn't in the game, since he's been in almost every other one previously. Vega is second here because, well, while he's not by any means a character I see many people wanting, I feel like his character isn't really finished yet, and I feel like they should do something with it. Plus, wall diving is funny and fun, and I love bullying people. Next is Ibuki, a fan-favorite character that has been in every game except for Base 4 since her introduction in Street Fighter 3 New Generation. She isn't lore relevant per se, but she's one of the most popular characters, plus Kimberly sucks anyway, we need a new ninja. Dan was added to Street Fighter 5 for the sake of making the game not as competition heavy and tournament viable as it was kind of turning into, and he was simply added to solely appeal to the casual audience of players, and my honest response is why not do it again. Sakura, Cody, and Poison I all kind of have lumped together because of the same reason, so I'm just going to talk about it. They're guest characters that feel welcome, especially Cody and Sakura being the OG guest characters. So I feel like it would be cool to have them back. Sakura could have... I don't really know anything that Sakura could do, but it would just feel weird without her. Cody, his mayor term was in 5. Maybe 6 could be after his mayor term, because 3's in the middle. And Poison is a character that I don't really know what to do with, but she's a very welcomed character into the community. Gameplay-wise, she's unique enough. She got into 5 early on. I think she's due to return. And lastly, for this category, I have Sean. He's kind of a joke character. I feel like they should just bring him back because I feel like we've gone too long without our boy Sean, okay? And dude's literally in Luke's training mode, or arcade mode, I mean. So it'd be cool to see him just kind of maybe get like a training arc or something. And I feel like he should deserve his spot back in Street Fighter 6 after all this time. We got Laura, she's okay. We can get Sean again. Now for the characters in the personal bias / community picks category. I have 10 personal biases and 7 community picks for 17 total, so just bear with me. Let's begin with my own personal biases. First and second are the twins. I want Yun and Yang because they're my mains. That's literally it. Hugo because after the Street Fighter 5 character story with Poison, where she and Hugo get back together, leads into Street Fighter 3, and I think they should keep going with Hugo's story. Plus, we need more grapplers anyway, so why not? Akira and Necalli are kind of my wildcard picks, since I only really want them because of gameplay, and I don't really think their characters contribute to the overall story that much. especially Nikali, who really tried but failed horribly. I think he's due for redemption, because I honestly think he's a fantastic character, with a cool character design. Lucia and Falk are literally only here for one reason, and that's because they're hot. I know they're not making it in, but I wanted to put them in the video anyway. DiCapri's a weird choice for me, because I feel like just like with other characters like Vega, she's an incomplete character that I need her to show her face again. I don't even know what I just said. What did I say? Okay, what I mean is like, her character story is incomplete. I think making her playable and giving her some screen time is a good way to kind of send her off, so you don't have to keep putting her in the game, is what I'm trying to say. Plus, I just kind of want to play her again. So, that's how I stand with DiCapri. And then finally, Colleen and Gil are my last picks. After Colleen's Street Fighter V character story, I really want to learn more about her and Gil, since they're both relatively unique, and I also just feel like the story's unfinished. And I'd love for them to continue it. As for community picks, I got 7, so here they are. Excuse me. Oh my god. Viper, she got an MVC3, and is a character that many think is due for a return, mainly because she was relevant, but not playable in 5, meaning Ultra Street Fighter 4 in 2014 was the last time she was playable. I also heard a want for Gouken, and I honestly believe that it's for the same reason. Rose, Alex, and Yurian are all characters that the community seems to agree have unfinished stories, and overall are fun characters to play, so just why not bring them back? And finally, for the Council of Street Fighter Gooners, I have Laura and Minot. Personally, I'm not against it, because I think they would be cool. However, I also feel like they need to be changed in order to kind of coexist with Street Fighter 6. I feel like they're mainly built for 5. Obviously, characters like Rashid or Ed got their moveset changed when they enter 6. I think that same thing would have to happen to Laura and Minot, but if that does happen, I have no problems with it. I honestly think it's fine. Finally, I have characters I think shouldn't come back. I have 5 of them, and this is going to piss some people off, so just bear with me here. I'm going to try to be as sensible as possible. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. First things first is probably the most kind of like agreeable one, Kage. I think Evil Ryu was a cool concept, but most kind of agree that Kage ruined it. Plus, I don't really see him fitting in the Street Fighter 6 timeline, since, I don't know about you, but Ryu seemed like he kind of chillin'. I'm just saying. This is probably the most, surprising one. Balrog. I honestly feel like after Ed's character story in Street Fighter V, he's done, man. Just let him retire. Gameplay-wise, he's also just boring. I don't think he should come back in 6. I don't think he'd fit in 6. Capcom, I know he's the original, one of the original characters. Just leave him out. Let Aki and JP replace Balrog and Fong. It would be so much better. Vega feels incomplete. Bison, he's just kind of chilling. I don't know why he's here. But let Aki and JP kind of take over for them. Dudley, we have Ed. That's my real only reason. I think in order to bring Dudley back, you need to make him a lot different than Ed. Like, way more different than Ed. Or just leave him out, since he's not as well written as Ed. Ed is way more interesting, and gameplay-wise, they're too similar. They're both boxers. Just keep Ed, and let Dudley go. Fei Long makes sense, I feel like, because Street Fighter 2, he's the only real character from Street Fighter 2 that won't be coming back. But it's not because he's not cool enough. It's just because Bruce Lee's estate copyrighted Capcom for him. So, I don't think he's coming back. I said 5, I meant 6. allow me to get into Necro. I know people want Necro to come back, and I agree. I think Necro should come back, but the problem is that Dhalsim and Blanca are in the base roster. Therefore, it wouldn't make sense to bring Necro back because it would literally just invalidate 2 of the characters on the roster. So unless you swap out Dhalsim and Blanca for Necro and somebody else, I don't think that adding Necro is a personally good idea. Especially since at higher levels of, like, competition and higher levels of, like, ranked, people play Blanca. So, I don't know. I think it's just fine to leave it as is. And finally, I have Makoto, who just needs a massive gameplay change. I think if she gets it, most people would be on board, because Makoto as a character, I think, is interesting and should come back. Plus, she's one of the more popular Street Fighter 3 characters. But she's annoying to fight against, has a very simple gameplay to her, and she does way too much damage for her own good. I know she's a glass cannon, but still. Change her up, she'd be fine. But either way, if you're not going to change her, leave her out of the game. And that's it. That's my list. I know that maybe some things might not be accurate, but please be civil. Just let me know in the comments. And if I left anyone out of this video, or you have any personal biases, let me know. I'd love to read them. And as abrupt as this ending is, I really don't have anything else to say. So if any of these characters get in, that's cool. If any of the characters in the red category get in that aren't Makoto, bruh. And I'm dying. I really don't have much else to say. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys the next time I upload. I kind of want to do more videos like these. I think maybe making more of these kinds of videos that are just me kind of talking the whole time. I want to try more of those. Maybe I'll do them when I'm not sick next time. So just kind of maybe expect some more of those. I think I want to try something out. Upload schedule is being ass, and I need something to change. Maybe this could be it. So, I don't know. We'll figure something out. But thank you for just kind of sticking by. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys next time for something that I don't know. Alright. Bye-bye.